Long ago and far away, a young farmer dreamed. A white stag guiding him to a special place. Every night it returned as he slumbered. The same deer, the same hidden path, the same castle under a lake. His father knew this to be a sign. Surely the work of Chodasarvash, a miraculous deer of legend. Reluctantly he urged his son to follow the calling and to never look back. For he was a young farmer no more. The next morning, the young warrior admired the sunrise. He set forth on a journey he did not yet understand. His only guide, a vision that made him question his sanity. It would only get stranger from here. A sense of awe struck the young warrior as he approached the sunken castle. He had no explanation for the unnatural sight before him. A pathway led from the forest to the foot of the lake, and then through it. As he passed through the swirling wall of water, his wonder suppressed his fear. Each muddy step drew him closer to his destiny. Inside the gate sat the figure of a man against a pillar. He appeared unconscious, or worse. The young warrior thought him dead. He poked at the body with his flimsy blade, just to be sure.
Ow! Hey, did you just poke me with a sword?
How do I know? I shouldn't have done more than just poke.
You have nothing to fear from me, friend. I'm guessing you even have me to thank for entering this cursed castle in the first place. Well, you're not stealing my reward. I've already had enough taken from me today.
Reward? Of course. You created the path in the lake?
I possessed the magical amulet of Zotmund, and I went through hell to acquire it. The amulet's power opened up the entrance here. Thing is, it's no longer mine. As I entered this forsaken fortress, a wretched old man saw fit to pin me down with an arrow and steal it. And for good measure, he knocked me out with his bow just before he left with the amulet.
The welt on your forehead is remarkable, yet you're basically unharmed. He seemed to take great care not to irrevocably harm you.
Tell that to this irrevocable headache. Help me up, please. I think I'm all right.
Well, good. Then you can tell me what you know about this place.
Happily. I'll explain as we go.
As we go? I wish you well, whoever you are. But I don't need you joining me.
The name is Yoshka. I don't care what yours is. And I'm not joining you. You are joining me.
That's not how this works.
Oh, just shut up and open that chest. Should be a key in there.
Why would anyone lock this place up? There's nothing here but water. On the ceiling.
And in the hallways. I know. It's an honor to fight me.
Why'd you even bother?
So soon?
Well, that's a new one.
If the legends are true, these were men once, transformed by the curse that sank this stronghold, condemned to serve King Breck until death.
And I suppose this King Breck wants us dead.
Him, the dragon. Does it matter who, really?
Dragon?
Yeah, that dragon.
Let's find a safe place to rest and we'll talk. Stay quiet for now. We may attract more Zoldyck.
Or worse. Don't look at me. I don't have that key. Have fun trying to open that without the right key. Over there in the corner. That wood is just begging for us to burn it.
The companions took time to rest, equip themselves, and chat. Yoshka told of his true reason for being there.
King Vakar is a tyrant and a bore, but he does offer a nice reward. 9 wives of his finest soldiers have been kidnapped, now slaves to King Breck in this very castle. Many knights, including said 9 fine soldiers, have been sent to rescue them. Guess how many have returned?
None?
None. You can tell Vakar is really desperate if he resorts to the likes of me for such things. I heard a rumor he's down to 1 young knight, and you know none of this.
I know it sounds crazy, but I'm literally following my dreams.
Yoshka listened to his new associate's tale with a mix of great interest and charmed disbelief.
So a deer showed up in your dream, and it led you here?
Well, I did have the dream several times.
And you just walked on into a sunken castle, not knowing what to expect, because a deer in your dreams told you to come here? Yet evil frogmen surprise you.
When you put it that way.
As they encountered their first trial, the companions marveled at the intricate system of levers and gated pitfalls. Surely the work of a madman. It felt right at home in this cursed place.
Who builds a castle with gated pitfalls in the ground?
An ancient tactic to confine groups of prisoners and creatures to specific areas.
You seem pretty familiar.
You could say that. Hey, look at that. The one who follows a deer to certain doom actually has a brain in their head.
Come on! That's all for that one. Stay down. Easy. Yoshka, are you writing?
So what if I am?
Nothing. It's just... You don't really strike
me as the writing type either. And it appears that only one of us is right about the other.
Fair enough. So tell me, what do you write about? Your innermost feelings?
Oh, please. It's more about the people, places, and things I encounter throughout my travels. I need something to take my mind off of all of this madness around us.
So you log the madness in your journal?
I have more control of it there. Would you like to read it? I have nothing to hide.
Looking to double the size of your audience, I see.
Ha! I suppose so.
Are you here to save us? You're the first ones not to die fighting those frogmen. Thank you. That key should help you too.
The way out is clear. You should be able to exit through the front.
We won't forget this. I promise.
6 more till riches. Come on.
Did this castle sink? Is it actually cursed?
So they say. It's a long story. Feel free to shut me up if you just want to move on with things. I won't mind.
Happily.
Can't say I blame you. Anyway, before King Vakar ruled these lands, he had a rival king. His brother, King Brek. Welcome to his castle.
It's lovely.
Though both kings built impressive armies, their biggest war was one-upmanship. Brek was constantly adding on to his castle. He even had the legendary Stonemasons Guild contribute a few times. A couple of years into their pissing match, just about 2 decades ago, Vakar told Brek he had managed to curse this place, and all it would take were the tears of a young maiden to submerge the castle into the lake.
Turning all his warriors to Zoldyck as well, I presume. That's some curse.
Exactly. Brek thought Vakar was bluffing though. I mean, really, wouldn't you? So he decided to pull a bluff of his own. A peace proposal. A farce of a celebration took place at this very castle, with many from Vakar's kingdom in attendance as well. Vakar himself chose to stay home, however. A wise decision.
That party must not have ended well.
Brek ordered everyone there from Vakar's kingdom head home with a message that he had seized the kingdom's 12 most beautiful young women to serve him as horses would his chariot. Do you think this will make them cry? Was what he instructed all who returned to Vakar to tell him. But sadly, Vakar had not bluffed. Brek locked the young women's faces to mouthpieces designed for mighty steeds, whipped them, and ordered them forward. The first tear was shed just a few steps ahead. The lake around you is now known as the Lake of Honor in the crier's name. Depending on whom you ask, the effect was immediate or took days. But you're looking at the ultimate result of it right now.
I hope the innocent survived.
They did. In fact, I heard Anna took the opportunity to leave the kingdom for good. Vakar is no saint when it comes to his own people either. Some even suggest the 12 women escaped by transforming into swans, until they peacefully swam back to shore.
Well, you didn't just make that all up on the spot, did you?
Oh, please. Alas, not even I am that clever.